Champagne. All you need to know about champagne in 10 minutes or less. Champagne is a sparkling wine that takes its name from the region it comes from, in France. Characteristics. One of champagne's most distinguished features is its bubbles, which come from the traditional méthode champenoise production method. All champagne is sparkling wine, but not all sparkling wine is champagne. This wine can only be made in the Champagne region of France and with specific grapes. However, sparkling wines don't have the same restrictions. They can be made with the exact same grapes as champagne or an entirely different blend. Some popular varieties of sparkling wine from different regions are Prosecco from Italy, Sect from Germany, Cava from Spain, and Cremant from France. Ingredients. Champagne is made from a blend of mainly 3 grape varieties: Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, and Meunier. The producers use different percentages of these grapes to get the desired flavor. Despite its low fertility, it is the most widely grown grape in the region. Pinot Noir is a dark red grape that gives flavors like strawberries, raspberries, cherries, blueberries, and blackberries. This is one of the world's most popular grapes thanks to its different styles. Also characterized by their golden color, it is commonly grown on clay soils. Meunier is a robust, weather-resistant grape, less vulnerable to frost. While sometimes it is called Pinot Meunier, the Comité Champagne prefers the term Meunier because it reflects more accurately a discovery by the French National Institute for Agriculture and Wine Research team made about 20 years ago. Origins. The earliest known wine-producing vineyards in Champagne were planted between the 3rd to 5th centuries. The méthode champenoise, also known as the traditional method, was developed in Champagne in the early 19th century. This method involves fermenting the wine in the bowl, allowing it to develop bubbles for champagne. Varieties. The champagne is made exclusively from white grape varieties, typically Chardonnay. This makes Blanc et Blancs different from most champagnes, that are a traditional blend of white and red grapes with colorless juice like Pinot Noir and Meunier. Blanc de Noir is made from one or multiple black skin grapes, like Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier. Even though they are made with dark red grapes, its color is not dark because the skins of the grapes are immediately removed after a gentle pressing on the production process. Production process. First, harvesting. Champagne production begins with the selection and harvesting of grapes. Fall is the grape harvest season. Picking up the grapes is done primarily by hand. They are gathered in white baskets to keep them undamaged. Second, pressing. After harvesting, the grapes are pressed to extract the juice, which is then separated from the skin and seeds. Third, first fermentation. The juice is placed into a tank and the first fermentation takes place. The result is an acid wine that has been fermented completely. Fourth, blending. This is an essential step in the winemaking process. The wine is blended with some reserve wines to create the base wine for champagne. Fifth, second fermentation. Once the base wine is blended in the bottling process, the winemakers add a mixture of yeast and sugar, known as liqueur de tirage. This is the most important step in which bubbles are made. Sixth, aging. The bottles are sealed with crown caps and aged horizontally in cool cellars. This period of aging can last from several months to years, depending on the style of champagne. 7. Riddling. After the aging process is completed, the dead yeast cells are removed through a process known as riddling. The champagne bottle is placed upside down in a holder with a 75-degree angle. Each day, The riddler gives the bowl a turn while keeping it upside down. This procedure pours the dead yeast cells float into the bowl neck, where they are removed. 8. Disgorging and dosage. After riddling, the neck of the bowl is frozen, causing the yeast sediment to form a plug of ice. Then, the bowl is quickly opened, and the pressure inside the bowl ejects the frozen plug, expelling the sediments. Following disgorging, a small amount of wine combined with sugar is added to adjust the sweetness of the champagne. Regions of production. The production of champagne is regulated by strict geographical restrictions, and as I said before, champagne can only be produced in the designated Champagne region of France. This region is located in the northeast of France, about 150 kilometers or 93 miles on the east of Paris. This region is known primarily for producing high-quality Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier grapes, which are essential for the production of champagne. This region is characterized by its production of Pinot Meunier, with 62 of its total planting. The grape is more successful than others in this area because of its specific environment. This region is known for its lands, which are great for producing Chardonnay grapes, with 95% of its planting. The grape's growth is influenced by environmental factors that don't determine how the grape tastes, but they influence directly on how much sugar and other compounds are present in the fruit. This wine region is one of the best champagne producing districts. It is located in the southern part of the Champagne region, known for its warmer climate, green hills, valleys, dense forest, and over 20 rivers. Serving. A bottle of champagne should be opened carefully. When a bottle of sparkling wine is popped, it bothers the flavors and wastes the foam. These are the steps for opening a champagne bottle. Before drinking, it must be cooled ideally between 8 to 10 degrees Celsius or 47 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, but never frozen. Remove the foil from around the top of the bottle. With your thumb holding down the top of the cork, twist the wire at the base of the cage. Place a towel on top of the bowl and hold the cork firmly with your non-dominant hand. Then, slowly twist the ball towards your body while keeping a firm grip on the cork. Remember to twist the ball, not the cork. It is best to fill no more than 2/3 of the glass. This will allow all the aromas and flavors to develop with the highest quality. Be sure to tip the glass at a 45-degree angle to reduce the amount of foam and keep it from disturbing flavors. Popular brands. This is probably the most famous champagne house worldwide. Moet & Chandon is known for its massive production, millions of bottles annually. Moet is also the creator and producer of Dom Pérignon, another well-known champagne. Its signature Moet Imperial is blended from over 100 different wines and aged for at least 24 months. Famous for its yellow label, it is one of the best-selling champagnes worldwide. The house is known for pioneering techniques like riddling, and for its long-aging prestige cuvée, La Grande Dame. The house was founded in 1772 by Philippe Clicquot, but its true rise began under Madame Clicquot. She took over the business in 1805 and transformed it into a global champagne house. If you haven't tried it yet, you should do it and judge by yourself. And if you want to know more about a specific or your favorite liquor, leave a like and a comment below.